One of the most common questions I get with clients that I work with is how do I handle social events without drinking? And it's a fair question, and it's a fair concern. I mean, we're social beings, and naturally, just the way society is, alcohol is involved in everything. We are programmed from a very young age that alcohol is a part of having a good time. It's a part of gatherings. It's a part of parties. And that may not be, it might be intentional, it may not be intentional, at least by your close ones. But growing up, every family gathering, there's always alcohol involved. 4th of July, Christmas, Thanksgiving, camping trips, birthday parties. Even if it's a kid's birthday party, there's alcohol involved. Can you even imagine going to a party that didn't have any alcohol? That'd be kind of weird, right? Even though that I've been sober for three years, I have yet to be at a party or any sort of gathering where there isn't alcohol. I have noticed that there are more options than just alcohol. But even the fact that I don't drink, like, I would prefer alcohol be at the party, just because I know most people enjoy it and they're able to drink maybe just a little bit, have a few. That wasn't the case for me, but that's another story for another video. My point is that alcohol is so ingrained in everything we do as a society. And if you're thinking about quitting drinking, naturally you're going to be concerned, you're going to be worried about being able to participate in these activities, participate in just a normal life without drinking. And this is normal. I had the same feelings, I had the same thoughts. You know, are my friends still going to want to hang out with me? Am I going to be able to hang out with them? And are people gonna see me as weird or boring? Whatever the case may be, there's gonna be that voice in your head that is gonna be projecting fear onto you based on the fact that everyone else is drinking, everyone else is having a good time. And naturally, you're gonna feel kind of like the black sheep at the party, not drinking, you're not sure what to do, you don't have a drink in your hand, maybe your conversations are a little bit more awkward. You don't know how to answer questions when people ask you about what it's like to not drink. All of these things come into play. They're going to come up in your mind. And so I'm going to share some things with you that worked for me, that worked for my clients, and hopefully they'll work for you. You know, there's no one size fits all to these techniques. You know, some will work for you, some may not. The idea is just to get as much information as you can, as many tools in your toolbox, so when you are presented with these situations, you know how to handle them. So first, I would say start off small, okay? And I failed at this so many times. I thought I could still go do the things that I always did once I was trying to get sober, hang out with the same people, go to the same events, go to the same bars, and that I'd be fine. And that just wasn't the case. So first, you're gonna have to step away from those environments, those people that trigger you to drink. And that's okay. That's okay. Like, this is just in the beginning. Your true friends are always gonna be there, so don't worry about like, oh, am I gonna lose friends? If you lose friends over the fact that you want to quit drinking, they're not your friend in the first place. I know this, to some of you that may seem kind of obvious, that kind of goes without saying, but you still need to hear it, okay? Your true friends will be there for you no matter what. Anyone else, doesn't matter. So, start small. First, I want you to get comfortable with yourself, with being in your own company without having alcohol. That's super important, because if you can't be comfortable by yourself, sober, it's going to be even harder to be comfortable with people around you when you're sober. Okay? Now, when you're going to an event, I want you to have a plan. Okay? Whether it's just a small gathering, barbecue at a friend's house, or if you're going out to eat, again, I would start small. Start with a small group of close friends or just your family, and own that you're gonna try to get sober. Own it. Just like, hey, look, I'm not drinking tonight, but I'd love to hang out, and 99% of the time, it's gonna be fine. They're gonna actually appreciate that, and they'll respect it. And maybe after a few minutes, 5 to 10 minutes of maybe some slight awkwardness, maybe not, everything's just gonna smooth out. The night will go like it normally did, except you won't be drunk. Okay? Next is plan out how you're gonna handle certain situations. People are gonna ask you, oh, how's it going? Do you have any temptations? They're gonna ask you all, they're gonna be curious. Okay, they may ask you questions that they wouldn't typically ask you if they were sober, because you know how it is. Alcohol gets flowing, you say things, you ask questions that you normally wouldn't say. So be prepared for that, you know? And if situations get kind of weird or awkward, or just, you know, you're in a situation that you just don't feel comfortable, it's okay to leave. You don't have to necessarily leave the party, but maybe just go into the bathroom, regroup, take a look at yourself in the mirror, just tell yourself you got this. If you do need to leave, that's totally fine too. You have to do what's best for you, okay? Anything to keep you from having the temptation to want to drink, okay? Maybe have a mocktail, you know, that'll kind of diffuse things. If it looks like you have a drink in your hand, no one's really going to ask you unless they know that you're trying to quit drinking. Okay? If someone offers you a drink, like, no, that's okay, I'm driving tonight, or I have to be up early in the morning, have these excuses kind of pre-programmed and rehearse them before you get to the party if you need to. It'll help. Just these little things, these little tweaks, they're not major, but they will help you get through any situation. And again, if you're not feeling comfortable, it's okay to excuse yourself. Go talk with someone else. If you see someone else that maybe isn't drinking or isn't like in the main part of the party, kind of on the outside, go have a chat with them. I've noticed, you know, since I've quit drinking, is that the circle of people I talk to at any given party or an event kind of has expanded. It's easy to get kind of caught up in your usual clique of the people you're familiar with, drinking, and you kind of don't even recognize anyone at the rest of the party. But when you're sober, your awareness is heightened. Maybe you meet new people, maybe you have deeper conversations, more meaningful conversations that you're gonna remember, that you're gonna enjoy, and you might make new connections. My point is you can still enjoy life without alcohol. There's this notion that we've had programmed into our heads that you have to have alcohol to have fun. I can't dance without having alcohol. I'm shy without alcohol. Those are all just stories that we tell ourselves to justify drinking. You can do all those things without alcohol. Might be kind of weird at first, but give it a try. The confidence that you'll gain by being able to do those things without alcohol, not needing that lubricant to, you know, have fun. I can't even put into words on how that feels. Especially in the beginning when you're thinking, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hang out in the same circles, do the same things without having alcohol. But once you get to the point where you're able to, trust me, there's no going back. You'll see that alcohol was just a facade. It made you think that you were funny, or that you needed alcohol to be funny, but you already are funny. You already are fun. You already are all the things that you think you need alcohol to do or to be. You don't need alcohol to do any of those things. It's not going to seem like that in the beginning, because our whole lives we've had alcohol there to help us. But it's not necessary. And once you get to that point, your life is going to change forever. I promise. That's all I have for you today. Take care of yourself. See you on the next one.